Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to So You Want to Play Competitive Fortnite. This time we're going to be talking about practice routine. This is very important because obviously the best way to improve is by practicing, but just to, clarify, how this will differ from all the other practice routine videos is that I'm not going to give you a practice routine. I mean, I just, don't believe in it, and I don't think you'll see success if you are given a routine to do. I think it's better, in this case that you have the options to pick your own routine. That way you can, be doing something that will help you succeed and improve, but that you also enjoy playing. And so for that reason, in the description you will see a shit ton of maps. I don't know how many I have. I had maybe 150 to 100 maps, and I'll have the title next to them. I'll talk about my practice routine as well. I think in the background I'm just going to have some clips of me playing realistics against random people. But basically the idea is that you want to find your strengths and your weaknesses. So on average for mouse and keyboard players, they're weaker at aim, build-in, and then editing. Editing is usually always the most simplest, but it would be different for every person. And then controller, you're weaker at editing, build-in, and then aiming. And I'm not saying aim assist broken or whatnot, but we get the get the point. That's just on average. But you might be different. I find that my aiming needs a lot of practice, just because I play on a really high sense and I need to be really precise. So that's why, and I feel like my mechanics can be improved a lot. So for my practice routine, I go the Raiders mechanical map, where I just practice edit time and everything like that. And then I go to Raiders piece control map. I do version 1 if I want to practice more realistic edits, and version 2 if I want to go for the clip / montage edit. And then after that, I either go into Raiders Freebuild piece controls, or so I can get used with building and then editing through, or I do 1v1 realistics, or in most, if I'm going for a full practice and I'm not just trying to play, then I'll do Skaavok Aim Trainer. I do Novos. That's the one I prefer overall. And I just pick the scenarios tracking the SMG, tracking with the AR, shotgun flick, stuff like that. Another important thing you can do to practice aim, these are just two little side tips just to help you out, is one, when you're doing the Raiders piece control map, just slow down. When you you do the piece control, you piece them up, and then when you edit and you're just about to shoot, just spend the extra second right before you shoot them. So it's locate them and then shoot, and then flick or whatever, and then shoot them. And the second tip is that when you're practicing, aim in Skaavoks or whatever, make sure you have to practice almost every station twice, because you have to practice one in your base hip fire and sense, and then the other one you have to practice when you're aim down sights. Because for mouse and keyboard players, I don't know if it's the same for controller players, but it's two different senses unless you have them both the same. But in most cases, your aim down will be 70% of your normal sense. So practice in one, you won't help out in the other. And then after that, I do realistics, and then I go into arena. And then for arena, I spend an hour to 2 hours practicing my solo POI or location where I'm landed. And then after that, I might either play trios if my trio's on, or I might run duos, or I might just play arena solo and practice W key and fighting, all that fun stuff. Also, arena points just reset, so I'm gonna start a little series where I'm just uploading, I don't know what I'm gonna call it, maybe arena analyze or some shit like that, where I'm just gonna be analyzing the fights where I win or lose, especially if I think it's a good fight, and where my mistakes were and my opponent's mistakes were. That way I can VOD review and improve with you guys. So that is basically it for this episode. Go into the description, pick the maps you like. Try them all out if you want. I've been on them all, and there's been one or two things or the entire map where I've liked, and I thought, okay, this will be good for me, or somebody might find useful, these maps useful. To go through, they're gonna be split up on aiming, editing, building, warm up, and then matchmaking. Matchmaking is the maps where you go in and you matchmake against other people. So go in the description, pick the maps you like, make a practice routine. You have to have build-in, you don't have to, but I recommend build-in, editing, and aiming. And just to conclude, one more reason why you shouldn't pick someone else's practice routine. like no hate to Destiny Jesus, but he just released a video, not just released, but a bit ago, where he talked about Noah Riley's, I think, or Rayleigh's practice routine. And I recommend, you know, you can take the maps from there, but I definitely would not take the exact routine because he's a lot better player than me and probably you. And so, you know, what he needs to practice isn't what we need to practice. And that's why you don't want to copy them. You want to, you know, take the maps and go, okay, that's a good idea. I can practice like that. But you don't want to take the exact routine down. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, throw them below. If you want to play sometime, you know, put your IG in below and I'll add you. I'm up to play with anybody. And have a good one. Cheers.